right, here we go. Here's the first official kickoff, and it is underway. It is me, one of your favorite commentators in the game. It's Sal Michael. And with me in the studio today is my good friend...
Walker Taylor. Thank you so much. I'm so good to see you, Sal.
It's always a pleasure to be here with you. So we're already in the action.
I mean, it's happening. It's happening in front of us.
It's right here. It's our 10th season. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. I've had a children in the times that we've started this league, and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Oh, really?
I didn't like them, so they're gone now. But this I have kept in my life, and that's how you know the love is real.
Oh, of course. How could you not love yourself some helmet ball? And already we're in the throws. Riley, hit on the pass.
You hate to see that because you know he didn't want the ball to go there.
Oh, for sure. You know that ball... Wait a minute. You ever look at the game and just realize that you forget that you can kick the thing?
It's so strange because, of course, it's not football. It's helmet ball. And so what's important is that they actually don't use their feet. And I think that is a minor infraction. That's why he had to kick the ball to the other team.
Right, of course. And there was the first play for the Albany Trojans. The handoff coming from Kane, who famously beat the former quarterback Abel last year for this position.
Yep. Oh, but it looks like they're doing a murder now on the other team, which is, of course, the Honolulu Albatrosses.
It is sometimes a wonder that more backs don't absolutely shatter.
Now, that one was just not good. Ness, did you see that, how it wasn't that good, that play?
Yes, every now and then you think they're going to do good because they are professionals, and yet... sometimes they don't do good. Speaking of not good, this bad. One is loose.
And 35 is just toppling over. That's just a disgrace. You hate to see that. The whistle was clearly gone.
Yeah, sometimes you look at these guys and you go, I guess you just wanted to get in there, but what did you really think was going to happen? Was that supposed to help?
How was that supposed to help? How is it even possible? And the Cane's got the ball again. It seems to be holding on. Oh my goodness. What?
He may be dead.
That was a disappointment.
I need the cameraman to go back to him. No, hang on now. Well, they're about to kick it, so it's very possible that Kane could be gone.
Kane is, we're going to go live to the sideline, I think, a little bit later to check on the death of the helmet ball player Kane. To see what kind of, maybe in the second quarter, we will have a service of some kind. We're not too sure. We'll talk with our sideline reporter, Pal Kingans.
We'll have their people talk to our people.
Yeah, that's how this works.
Peterson with the handoff. Peterson getting a solid run in there.
Peterson's taking it.
Is this going to be all the way to the house? No, they're going to stop him right there at the 28-27. Somewhere right in there.
Tell you what, the son of Peter is making him a real proud daddy right now. Just the way that he just handled himself. You see the pile of Trojans coming after him, and then he's done. I was so proud of him.
I'm not sure if you caught that, but someone in the audience just walked past one of our crowd microphones. Definitely just said, he's got fear, I can smell it. Now, that might be a medical concern, sir, that you should have looked into, whether that is the fear holder or perhaps the fear smeller.
Well, actually, what you don't realize is that, and there's been a lot of talk about whether Albany has been using the sense of smell to distract other teams, and there's been an investigation, it's ongoing at this point.
So are you, just to clarify, is this rumor or this allegation, is this a matter of whoever smelt it dealt it?
It's entirely possible. We also believe that the Trojans are using prophylactics to shield themselves. And so we're not, honestly, there's a lot. We have to wait for the full report, Sal. I don't know why you're trying to get me on a hot mic at this point. I can't.
You know me. I'm always going to try and get something out of you.
You know. Well, that was a disappointment for that Blumen.
Now, Walker, as a big, Texan helmet ball player yourself, this sport, what does it mean to you to see the season coming underway and to be a part of the very first preseason game of the year?
Gosh, it means so much to me. I can remember when my first helmet ball coach, back in middle school, it was about second, God, it might have been first grade, I'm not sure. But God, he yelled at us so hard. And I can remember him shouting. He would shout, "Full eyes, clear hearts, helmet ball." And that's where, God, it was such an inspiration. I really appreciated it. Every time. We didn't win a lot. We were bad at the helmet ball, so we were bad at that part of it. But God, were we inspired to lose every week? I tell you what.
That is a fascinating expression. I might have to get that one turned into some sort of iron wrought sign and hung up in my kitchen.
Oh, 100%. And yeah, to be fair, I do think I own the rights to it, so maybe I should.
Did you take him off him?
Yeah, he's dead. And so I don't like to talk about it, but he was like a father to me in that he helped conceive me. So, but I think that I own the merch rights.
By default, for sure.
Yeah.
Kane drops back, tosses it. Oh, that's a catch from Just Bacon.
Just Bacon. Oh, and a little wiggly bacon right there. He really enjoyed that one.
He does enjoy it.
Is this Kane's brother, or who is this Kane who has come onto the field at this point? Or did Kane make it? We never got the sideline report.
Hang on, let's go ahead and let me check here real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, it turns out it is the original Kane. He
Wow,
miraculously walked back onto the field.
God, that's incredible. Now, I did notice, and I'm getting reports here from Twitter, which is valid, and that he kind of came back on the field in a Bernie wobble, kind of in a weekend at helmet ball kind of thing. Sure. And so we're not actually sure still on the status of Kane's actual life and living.
It is very possible that there are some AirPods in that helmet right now.
Oh, gosh. And that's a violation. You got to watch out for that. You can't have AirPods on the field.
You can't have AirPods on the field because what if they blow that whistle? My God, they can't hear you.
You can't
He's got AirPods in.
It's got the anti-noise feature.
Ooh, and there's the touchdown. We got onto the ethics of AirPods and somehow missed that touchdown.
That's
there.
just like us, isn't it, Sal?
It is exactly like us.
We just get all caught up in our philosophical discussions of helmet ball, and we miss the touchdowns.
And the first kick is off. Wow, Dunn practically catching it outside of the entire field.
Wow.
And still decides to run it out, but that's fine by me, I suppose.
Yeah, it's
basically
kind of a dumb
taking
move.
it right where they would have gotten it.
Exactly. And all he's done now is he's just tired. And so that was really a waste, wasn't it? Who's done now? It's you. You're done.
Riley drops back once again. Looking on the throw, Stewart has fumbled.
Wow,
that is the second fumble for Honolulu
hate to see
today.
that. You hate to see that for Honolulu. That's a real upsetting moment for any player.
Browning has got the ball back for the Trojans.
I would like to point out, though, that Stewart, I watched a game of his in high school whenever he played. And it's actually not the worst thing that's happened to him as a player, because one time he did throw a helmet ball so hard.
Yes. Finish the thought.
That the wrapping the wrapping of the ball just flew off. And it hit his mother. And she was so upset because she is very against leather, and of course it's an animal product, and so she was so upset. And that was the worst moment.
It is a sad day when pigs fly.
Yeah, it is. Do pigs make leather? Is that a...
Swanson on the run back.
Swanson ran 35 yards in a second. That was impressive, Swanson.
Oh, that must have been the fastest at the combine this year.
God, that's so good.
First half almost over. 44 seconds left on the clock. Can Honolulu get some points on the board before we have to turn it over?
Gosh, I really hope so. We're getting close to that halftime. Of course, tonight's halftime show, which is at every Helmetball game, there's a full performance. We have Oasis playing, and it's just wonderful.
We do have to specify that legally Oasis has been disbanded, and so it is actually an Oasis cover band.
Yeah.
What's their name again?
Oasis. Gosh, was that a penalty against the Albatross? I didn't think they could do any worse in this game.
You know, sometimes you just get desperate and you start to hope maybe they just won't notice anything.
Gosh.
But looks like that ref did. Oh, there's a booth challenge on the play.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, did he get... It looks like he's got at least 2 or 3 feet in there.
I mean, and it's strange because there's only 2 feet are allowed for each player.
I do hope that someone lets Terry, the cameraman, know that that was an extreme close-up on the ref's package area. Maybe we can move that camera up a little bit.
Well, actually, that ref has requested it multiple times, and you got to give him one every season.
Oh, is that in his contract?
Yeah, that's Biggie Pete, and he loves. He got to have that close up.
Didn't recognize Pete. He must have gotten a tan this summer.
He did. He really did, and they figured they'd try to do it in the preseason this time, so that it's not in the full season.
Sure. 28 seconds left. Can they do anything with it?
Gosh.
Looks like they're gonna have to kick it away.
Yeah, there's too many. There's an old saying that we have back in Texas, and that's too many yards to mow this season. And that's just the saying that we say in Texas.
Personally, if you were down on the field, you would not have made the call to go for it.
No, I just don't think you can. As they say in Texas, that's just too many yards to mow this season.
How many yards is a good amount of yards to mow?
Oh, that's a great question. You see the yellow line that moves throughout the field?
Yes, of course.
It's just like one more than that, and that's really it. That's all we can mow.
I see. Yeah, you know, it's. I'm glad that you brought that up. This year we did get a brand new yellow line.
Yeah.
Last year's was just a giant sticker, and it sometimes it got stuck to the turf. It got a little rough in there.
It did. It was so difficult to try and move between every play. Games, of course, at that time did take 7 complete hours to finish.
Just a lot of yard maintenance, essentially, throughout the rest of the game. 8 seconds left on the clock. Will Albany do anything with the time? I suppose they're just going to try to run this clock out. Singletary getting the ball.
Singletary's getting some yards this game, aren't they, Sal?
Well, now that's an interesting choice. Calling a timeout. They're going to go for the kick? Wow, that is a kick, and it is not good. But, you know, I suppose sometimes you just got to take the shot. Who knows?
Yeah. There's an old saying in Texas, and it's, what the hell do you have this gun for if you ain't going to take a shot? And so that's it. And this is very good for this. The first half is really solid. I'm really excited to see what these boys bring to the field in the second half.
We'll be right back with more Helmet Ball. And we are back for the second half. Here we are. The kick is up. And
gosh, it got up high in the
it's good
sky.
for Biggs.
Oh,
he's taking
Biggs.
a knee.
Taking a knee. That's good. That's a good strat. Oh, he's got the corded phone. Of course, it replaced all the tablets that we used last season because we just found out they were just playing Pokemon Go. And so we just replaced them all with corded phones on the sidelines.
When we started realizing that large raids were happening on the sidelines and suddenly people were getting injured, quote unquote, for only a play or two and then running back out on the field, we started to catch wise.
Exactly. It's like, show me the tapes, okay?
And also, please send me a present. And become one of my best friends in Pokemon Go.
Oh, penalty. That's the
What's
bad
this
one.
penalty? Real quick.
It's rolling the dough. So it's whenever one of the players Shakes it like a Polaroid picture is the technical term. And I don't need to give you anything else than that. Legally.
No, of course not. Yes, no. I think we all know by now
Right.
what shaking the Polaroid would be.
Exactly.
Oh, Bowman's in trouble.
Wow, Bowman.
Ooh,
Wow.
that was close for Bowman.
Now, people aren't going to say it. I'll be the one to say it. Bowman, that was a bad throw, Bowman. That was a bad throw. And I don't mind being the person to say that.
Bowman, I'm not one to shame people, but
No.
I got to be honest.
That was shameful.
You should be ashamed.
That was shameful. You made Bannister have to kick it with his foot,
Speaking
which, as
of
we all
shame,
know, is an infraction.
Bannister, I don't know what that kick was, but it was certainly not good. Trojans having a strong first half, and second half is looking like it's coming to a perilous beginning.
Now, I don't want to be that guy, but I got some reports from the locker room during halftime. And what I heard is that they didn't actually strategize the second half at all, that instead they were just browsing DoorDash, trying to put together a group order for the end of the game. And so I think that maybe we are seeing the results of that lack of focus.
That's interesting. Is someone's mom not in charge of bringing in snacks or
Well, here's the thing is,
apple juices?
they got the regular orange slices, and it's like, that should be enough. Come on, this is helmet ball. This isn't some fancy, British sport. This is where you're getting meals and deliveries. This is helmet ball. You get orange slices, and you're happy about it.
Yeah, this is it looks like the fame and the glory is getting to their heads. It's preseason game 1,
Yeah.
and it's not even over. Good on the tackle. With a tackle, that's good.
It's a good on a tackle, and a tackle, that's good. And I love it when you say that, Sal. You know that. It gives me so much joy when you say your catchphrase.
Well, I'll try to throw it in there. Oh, good
Wow.
pass, batted down.
That's right. Get out of here with that nonsense, they said.
Someone helping Lewis up. Is he still in play? Looks like he's still in play, just maybe a little winded.
I don't know how you can tell. They all look the same to me, Sal. Oh, was my mic on?
Goodson getting sacked back at the 45.
Oh, look at them. They're
Truman.
happy about that.
And they're going to have to go for the kick. I'm not sure that's going to cut it. Oh, it did. Wow. Pulled in just at the right moment.
It feels good to
3-10.
get points on the board, doesn't it? Hawaii, Honolulu, Albatross.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, you just don't want to have that big old goose egg at the end of the game.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't.
You don't want that big old albatross egg, I suppose.
Oh, that's a good. Sal, you kill me. You just kill me with those.
I got to say, now don't tell the other commentators that I work with, but I got to tell you, Walker, the games that we get to do together, they're certainly my favorites.
Oh, they are gems. They are gems in a life of darkness. That's what I say. And I appreciate that. They don't
Powerful
help.
saying. Is
They
that
don't
also
help.
in merch?
It's in merch, but I should point out, like, kind of the root of that saying is it doesn't help ease the darkness at all, because it provides no light. The gems have no light of their own, but it's nice to hold, isn't it?
A little rough around the edges, but there's still beauty when you do hold it up to the light.
Yeah.
Who would be the light in this situation? Just like a normal light, or perhaps one of our fellow commentators?
I'll tell you who's not the light. It's not Swanson, because they got a good, I think, an inch out of that punt, and that's a disappointment for the Albatrosses. The Albatrossi? Do we have a she that tells me how to say that?
If you're looking for French, there is an app called Duolingo.
Okay.
You can start to learn French with. I've tried to learn a little bit of Italian myself from the Duolingo app, and hasn't gone well.
Yeah.
Tell you that.
I tell you what, there's only one of the Spanish phrases that I need. It is uno más cerveza. So that is all I need. Or also donde está la bathroom. And that's the other one that I do often use.
I believe bathroom would be baño?
Yeah, but they get it. By the time I start
perhaps,
the donde.
Wait, is it baño or is it paño? Which one is the Miyazaki film, and which one is the bathroom?
I don't know why you're talking about cars. Let's focus back on the game here, Sal.
My apologies. Fletcher blocking, and Finley can't get the pass.
I wasted. You know what I say? Don't release the ball unless you think it's going to go in another player's hands. That's a basic tenet of helmet ball.
It's baffling how often these quarterbacks just let it rip with no regard. But Omens brings that catch in, but it's not enough for the first down.
But I would say a good
Fourth and
omen
second
for
games,
the Albatross Eye in this second half. They got 3 points on the board, and that's better. Well, that was bad. That was not good.
Bringing it back out to the 20. Albany back with the ball. 1 second away from 420.
Well, that's, of course, when we take the break. Everybody out on the field gets to take a 420 break. That's the rule.
Almost spit out my drink.
Well, don't do that,
Mostly
silly.
just because of how bad that play was. Bowman on the ground.
Got lucky there. They were liable to lose the ball. There was liable to be a turnover in that situation, wouldn't you say, Sal?
I would absolutely say so. More often than not, that would have been a turnover. Apple, cherry, who knows?
Who knows?
Bowman, 2 for 7 for only 15 yards. Not looking good. Prospects looking like gonna stick on the bench's second string.
Now, this is something I meant to ask you, but does that mean that Kane succumbed to his injuries?
Well, I'm sure that Albany, after seeing Bowman's abilities right now, I'm certainly hoping that, let me try that one more time. I'm sure that they are certainly hoping that Kane will be able to bring it back next week.
Yeah, definitely.
Bannister kicking it off one more time. Not a bad punt. That was a deep punt.
Good punt.
But
Let's see if Swanson can get some yards.
Making up for some of the poor choices in earlier punts.
Yeah, but that was a good run. Swanson got an extra few yards out of that, and that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask of a helmet ball player.
Ask not what you can do for your helmet ball, but what your helmet ball can do for you.
That's right, except it's the other way around, isn't it?
That is a fair point. I got so distracted by that referee somehow warping through a player that I got that backwards.
Well, we've had a lot.
So
it's the 10th season. We're going big or going home, and warped referees is only one thing that we're starting this season. I'm excited to see a lot of the improvements that we've added.
Yeah, actually, me bringing it up does finally kind of let loose that, we were going to try and see how long it took people to recognize it, but I guess the cat's out of the bag. All of our referees this year are holograms.
Right. You can actually see this. So that official in that last play was literally being tackled, but he was immediately able to just hologram himself so that he was unable to feel the
Whoa, yikes.
Oh, wow,
Biggs
Biggs.
dropping the ball.
Big.
Literally.
Big drop right there. Bad Biggs. That's what we say.
People do like Biggs, but they don't call him Biggs drop for nothing.
No. I tell you what, I think the Albatross are real quick to poking a hole in these Trojans and really going away with it at this point.
Yeah, the next thing that they've got to do, though, is they've got to swim right through those holes and get right into the touchdown, right into the end zone, get a score, baby.
If you can conceive of them putting more points on the board, I think that the Trojans are going to have some real trouble.
And Taylor down, taking a timeout kind of early, just after the 2-minute warning here.
My goodness, is it already the 2-minute warning? Gosh, how time flies when you're just enjoying helmet ball, isn't it? I'm not even drunk.
Not this week.
Not this week. Not this time. Can't catch me.
You'll never catch me slipping on air.
That's right.
But you might catch me sipping.
Sal, you dirty bird. God, I love you so much.
Oh, inches.
Wow. Look at that, showing off his penis size.
Looking like a Wisconsin boy trying to show off on his Tinder app.
That's right. Sometimes I love it. I love it. Stop dogging and just listen to the atmosphere, because that's what helmet ball's about. It's not about the play. It's not about the balls or the helmets or the officials and how big their fish is. It's about the fans, and that's what I love most about helmet ball.
Yes, of course. As we all know, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for the fans. So thank you again for being here for 10 seasons. My God.
Wow.
Can't believe that it's already here.
I mean, y'all didn't show up for the first or second season, and we really, loans got us through that. And so the first season, thank you, Banks. But third season on, it was the fans.
Right, of course.
Also the Banks still.
I think it probably did help once we started actually advertising our games. That was a big help.
Well, what are you going to do? Just tell people about helmet ball? No, you need to show them. And that's what we did, is we would go into people's offices and their workplaces and play helmet ball. It's the only thing you can do. Oh, wow. Oh,
that was a heavy hit, but Fletcher is still up.
That's impressive.
Breaking out to just shy of the 50. Oh, they're going to hustle, try and get back to...
Taking every second, aren't they?
Wow, the center really taking his ever sweet time. Goodson drops back, throws to the side to Swanson
again.
Who cannot get out of bounds.
Tell you what, Trojans are getting onto the Honolulu's place really quickly here, and I think it's becoming obvious.
There's only less than a minute. Can Goodson pull something off here? Well, Finley does get across the line there.
Yeah.
So they should.
Oh, they're going to bring them.
Looks like we're going to bring out the chains.
That's right. Get those chains out here. Because chains and whips excite me. And that's, of course, next week's performer, which is Sia? Who sings that song, Sal? You know, it's your favorite artist.
I would imagine that would be Rihanna.
It's Rihanna, and you knew that. That was a test.
Thank you for testing me.
I knew
Sometimes
it was
we need it. Fletcher gets the ball and gets out of bounds.
Yeah, let's bring the chains out again, just in case. They did it real quick that time.
They did it at the blink of an eye.
They did it so good. Warp chains is also a new addition. I'm glad y'all caught on.
Much like a Mario level. Oh, Goodson going down heavy.
That's a disappointment.
Oh, that's going to be a heavy loss for them.
Yeah.
2nd and 15. People hustling back to the line. Can they get back in a timely enough fashion to get some sort of play going?
Gosh, they got to hustle, don't they?
They've spiked the ball, and it's now 3rd and 15. 2 plays to get across that yellow line to get past the 20.
It's crazy because there's just only 7 points between them in 21 seconds. It could be anyone's game.
It's extremely true. And Thompson's got the ball, and that looks like... Oh, wait a minute. They're calling a timeout.
Quick timeout.
4th and 6.
I do think it's going to be Albany's game, and I think that's in the 5 seconds. I think I've decided that. Oh,
Stewart gets the ball. Stewart across the line.
Wow.
9-10 with just a few moments to kick that last extra point.
Wow.
That was a beautiful pass from Woodson.
I don't mind admitting when I am wrong, and I was wrong when I gave in too soon. That's what happens. But sometimes you can never trust a Trojan, and that's what I've said for a long time.
What would you trust?
Have you ever had barbecue in Central Texas?
I certainly have.
God, I would trust them with my money, with my children, which I did. That's where the child that I had is.
I see it.
So I would trust Texas barbecue with anything.
Working like the front of house, or?
No, I'm sorry. You are misunderstanding the barbecue itself.
I see.
Yeah, Texas barbecue is powerful, and it is so powerful as to have its own presence and power.
When you're here, you eat family. Sweet baby Rays.
Yep.
And the kick is up.
Kick is up and away to Biggie's. What's he doing?
Drop. He's getting all the way out to the 29, it looks like.
Yeah, it's always an extra few yards.
Somewhere between 28 and 29.
Yeah. Let's just round it up to 29, I'd say.
That's a fair assumption. Bowman with the pass. Bowman throwing. Gets it out to Greenway.
Wow. Gosh, they're really making a run for it, aren't they? They're going to try their darndest.
I would certainly hope so. It is overtime.
Yeah, overtime is not the time you want to give up, is it? It's not. And
it's not the time to go, well, we've done our job for the day.
Right, it's not, because you literally haven't. You're overtime now, and you need to really lock this sucker up.
Especially because there are other games that have to be played, so we've got to keep the time moving right along.
Well, because as we've always, from the beginning, we've only ever had one helmet ball. And so this game does need to finish so that we can run the ball to the next game.
There are more patches on this ball than there are on a college-aged cosplayer at a convention.
That's right, because they don't have all the material, so they got to patch together.
More patches than a Apple iOS app.
Oh, that's a good one. Bowman,
more patches
though,
than
not
a
good
game
one.
that was released well before I probably should have gone to market.
So many patches. I love it when you do this, Sal.
More patches than Adams. Bannister kicking it back.
Wow.
Once again, Bannister kicking like absolute garbage.
Bannister, I tell you, I would fire him, and I don't mind saying that directly to the Albany administration.
Bannister, more like Banisher.
Oh, that's good.
Banish him. Get him out. Fletcher with another good run.
More patches than Robin Williams films. Is that a good one? Because of the film that he did?
Yep.
But it's not, because he only did the one patches film.
It was technically the last joke that I made, but you know what? I'm not going to hold that one against you.
When did you say that, Sal? I've been right here the whole time.
I said more patches than Adams.
Oh.
Patch Adams.
Oh, that was his name, wasn't it?
That was.
Can I be honest
that
with
was
you?
The name of the movie. Yes.
Can I be honest? I thought that movie was Dr. Patches. Because he plays the fun doctor. Can I be completely honest with you?
That would have been a better name. That would have been a better movie name.
Yeah. You know, I had a horse growing up named Patches. Love that. Love that song.
Was it also a doctor?
It was a doctor. Dr. Patches. I guess that's why they couldn't name the film after it, is because of my horse. Had the trademark.
Trademark, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Some people may be naysayers and say that that's not how that works, but I'm here to tell you, it is.
Yeah, try to tell that to my horse. He's got big feet, big heart.
Wow,
big
Stewart
heart.
Getting that ball right up to the 3.
Oh my gosh, first and goal.
Sorry, to the 2.
This is my favorite.
What they're just going to go right for the kick just to end it immediately.
Wow.
And that is the game. Wow, what
Can I
an
just
exciting
say, though, I think the fans are disappointed because they obviously wanted a touchdown. You never want to end it with a field goal.
I mean, listen, no offense to the kickers out there, but of course you always want to end it on something like that.
Yeah, no offenses to the kickers out there, but y'all are the worst players on the team, and why are y'all even allowed? Everything you do is an infraction against the game.
As always, it's been an absolute honor and pleasure to be here by your side for another solid game of helmet ball. Thank you so much, Walker.
You too, Sal. I love you so much. Say hi to your mama to me. And somebody get that ball to the next game. Why are they still holding on to it?